that there's no like national holiday celebrating like single women in their mid-30s who have yet to find a husband or have any children. We should be celebrated for being able to continue on with all the bull we've been through. But that's just my opinion.
So here's the thing. Single childless women, especially those in their 30s, they've kind of turned into punching bags online. You know, they're often the butt of the jokes. They get sent empty egg cartons. It's kind of times, and I don't necessarily want to contribute to that, but at the same time, you also have ladies like this one who are you asking to be taken down a notch when you post videos like this? Because that's what it seems like, the level of entitlement, to think that you deserve a national holiday for essentially completing nothing, achieving nothing. I mean, what, you need another excuse to day drink? You
Guys, so I just walk into my apartment, right? And I see this letter on the table and it says, "We are done. Don't text me ever again." And I guess now my so-called ex-girlfriend completely destroys my whole room, knocks my canvases off the wall, broke my gaming chair, smashed every single one of my monitors, broke my brand new PlayStation 5. This can't be true.
And you're listening to a man and he pauses, count to 30, and he'll likely keep going. If you interrupt him, you'll never hear what he truly has to say. I started practicing it and I would just shut the sometimes and it would be like, whoa, the things that like men would share with me. And I was like, have I been missing out on listening, like really hearing men? As women, like we have this joy of just chatting and it's like, oh, it's so fulfilling and it's so fun and there's like the good kind of drama in it. But a man often will want to tell you the truth. And so he takes his time so that he tells you what is very.
They always say men exaggerate until it happens to them or their sons. Most men already know protecting their peace is worth more than dating will ever be.
My husband and I went to bed at the same time last night. And at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and he wasn't laying next to me. And I sat up in bed and looked over to see if he was in the bathroom, and the light wasn't on, so he wasn't in there. So I got up, put on my robe, and I walked down the stairs to the kitchen. And he was in the kitchen, sitting at the table, drinking a cup of coffee, and he looked really upset. And I said, "Honey, what's wrong? What happened? Are you sick?" And he looked up at me and he goes, "It's the 20th anniversary of the day we met." And I looked at the calendar on the fridge, and he was right. We had met 20 years ago. I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you remembered that." And he said, "Do you remember that time when your dad caught us in the back seat of my truck?" I said, "Yeah, I actually do remember that." He said, "You remember when he threatened me with and said, 'You either marry my daughter or I'm going to make sure you go to prison for the next 20 years'? And I said, "Yeah, I actually remember that too." My husband said, "I would have gotten out today." And babe, can you get extra water for the trip?
Yeah, I got you.
Why's my music not playing?
Alright, we got water, we're gassed up. Let's do this.
You can just take me home. I'm not going on this trip.
What happened now?
4 years of my life wasted. You were just a waste of time. You're literally worthless. I told you I've been lied to and you acted like you understood. You got caught. That's why you're quiet, because you got caught. Who is Morgan? You got a girl's name in your Bluetooth, so obviously Morgan was in this car. Go ahead, talk. I'm really curious how you're gonna explain this one.
This is a rental car. So I'm assuming Morgan is the last person who drove it.
Oh my God, it's almost 5 o'clock. We should probably get going because we're probably gonna get stuck in traffic.
She thinks a holiday will fix the lack of attention she gets from men. Instead of asking why they avoid her, she blames everyone else and complains online about not being celebrated just for existing.
About 30 dates.
Did you have any fun?
Rarely. It was just an ordeal. Unpleasant. Yeah. She says the pressure of Ned having to prove himself was grueling. Nora was surprised that many women had no interest in a soft, vulnerable man. My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not.
Do you think women understand what it's like to be a man?
Not at all. No clue. No idea.
That it took a trip into manhood to help her appreciate her own femininity.
I really like being a woman.
Did you like being a woman before, Ned?
I did, but I like it more now because I think it's more of a privilege.
I said to her, this is going to be revolutionary because it's been looked at as though men were the perpetrators and women were the victims.
Ultimately, Ned told most of his dates that he was Nora. Barbara seemed more open and friendly, and in the end actually apologized for how she had treated Ned.
Sorry for being...
Please!
But after 18 months of deception, she was unraveling. Her checked into a hospital with severe depression. Her views about men have changed forever.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need our sympathy.
Oh, son, your math ain't mathin'. Nice try, though. First of all, I can hire someone for minimum wage to do all of those things you listed and more quite easily. Pay a lot less than what you're claiming. And none of those things are actually a full-time job unless you're so utterly incompetent at doing them that it takes you hours to complete a simple task. I mean, I get it. For women, opening the lid, putting the laundry and detergent in, and then pushing a button creates a heavy mental load. How do I know? Because that's what they tell us every single day. But let's be honest, it doesn't exactly take a rocket scientist or a lot of time to do that. The reality is, I was a stay-at-home for a while back in the day, raising 6 kids. I did all of those things you listed and more in about an hour, maybe 2 on a given day. So just stop with the victim mode already, will ya? And if it really is that hard, then here's a thought. Why don't we let the women become the providers and we men will stay at home? Funny though how none y'all ever want to consider that possibility. Gee, I wonder why. Look, bro, we see you for what you are and what you're doing. Either you're one of those cute little pander bears desperately hoping to get attention from women by saying things that they like hearing, or you're grooming them in hopes of finding your next victim, which sadly is exactly what a lot of the so-called male feminists are doing online. Either way, it shows what a load of crap your claims are and
Truly groundbreaking, who would have thought that letting someone finish speaking could actually help them express a full thought?
Just buy a house.
If you saved $1 a day for a year, do you know how much money you'd have? Roughly $30,000. If you go to a restaurant and you're like, oh, what am I going to eat for dinner? Like, that's the wrong mindset. You should be thinking, how can I buy this restaurant?
In my day-to-day life, I don't need a man to fix my car. I'll just go to the mechanic.
Do you know what country the Great Wall of China is in?
Country?
Yeah. If you had to guess.
Japanese. If NASA says it's too hot to go to the sun, then why don't we go at night when the sun turns off?
Attractive quality about a man is his ability to be soft.
What? You're gonna get cheated on. You're gonna lose half your stuff, lose custody over your children, and then end up paying for the dinners with her new boyfriend that she cheated on you with, who doesn't happen to be a softie, like you. Don't listen to this feminist propaganda.
If you liked this video, you'll definitely love the next one. I'll see you there.